Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 713. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up?
Kana.
Hello.
What's up, Louie?
Yo.
What's up, Mike D?
Fuck Mike D. He's a traitor.
What's up?
AmberTurd.com.
What's up, Jeff?
Happy Independence Day to Britain.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Independence Day, Britain.
Happy Independence Day. All right, so we got this crazy article with Spider-Man Homecoming. What do you got, Chris?
Oh, I guess that's my cue. Okay, so the never-ending list of cast members to this Spider-Man Homecoming film has now hit the all-time low, in my opinion. We've got a third villain in this movie. The actor's name is Bokeem Woodbine. Apparently he's playing the third villain in this movie.
What the hell?
Wait,
Yeah.
It's a log.
is he an actor from a famous movie, or is he just new?
I believe he is, yeah. I think he was in a movie that came out last year.
I have no idea what he is.
Did you
But
say
apparently
he's...
he can-
Sorry, did you say he's the actor or the character?
He's the actor.
Oh, okay, I thought you said he's the character. I was
Could
going to say... When's
Could
the
I screen
Spider-Man
share him,
episode?
I guess?
Yeah, I apologize if I said character. I may have said character.
No,
before.
it's not your fault. I just thought you said character, and I was like, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
All
So the three villains I'm hearing, I've looked at a couple of articles. The three villains that I'm hearing are Michael Keaton is the Vulture. This guy is something else, and I'm hearing that the second actor, who is what's his name? Logan Marshall Green. Is
Who the hell is that?
apparently he's playing the Shocker or the Tinkerer.
The
but
Tinker?
See, the Tinker is just a guy that improves their designs, but he's not really like, oh my God, Spider-Man versus the Tinkerer. He's like a 90-year-old guy that just sits in his shop, and sometimes he helps the heroes too with their suits.
Yeah.
So he can't be a main guy, the Tinkerer.
Well, the Tinkerer and the Vulture had their first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man #2 back in the 60s.
Yeah,
So, I want to see the Chameleon.
yeah, me too.
That's what I was saying too. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind Chameleon and Kraven because
Kraven,
they're
yes.
they're related.
Chameleon and Kraven are related?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're are they stepbrothers or something like that, or something? I don't know
Was
what.
Well, I know that they've done away with that before.
Oh, they did.
There's a version of it where they're not related.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what they follow. I think it might have been the 90s animated series. They were completely
I
separate.
think from the comics they were related,
Yeah.
but you didn't know until later on they were related. And Kraven was with Calypso. That was his girlfriend, I guess. And then she's the one that made the lizard with the drums and Tom McFarlane, Spider-Man #1, and all that. You know. All right. So I mean, I don't look. That I'm hearing Avin Arad. That's the guy that's always telling them to alter the scripts. Like he wanted Sam Raimi to put in all the villains, and Sam Raimi quit, and then he wanted them to do this. I'm not feeling this already. So
Well, that's why I said that at the beginning, is because I was okay with all the casting, but now that we're up to three villains, it's like, did you guys not see Spider-Man 3 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
right,
We've got three villains again.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Do you remember when movies had one villain
Yeah,
and things were coherent?
I mean you're not gonna have an origin. So what do you think that you could fit another? I think Marvel doesn't know what they're doing in that sense. That they just want to make the money. They think many villains is going to be the key, but that could be the downfall, actually. And Sony actually came out today and they said they want the Spider-Verse, which they want Tobey Maguire. They want Andrew Garfield. They want to have all Spider-Men together eventually, but they can't because Marvel has creative control because of that contract that they signed. So I don't know. Any thoughts, anybody, about anything, any of that? Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel.
Chirp, chirp.
Yeah. Anywho, what about
Aren't
James
they?
Bond?
Aren't they doing their Venom movie? Their precious Venom movie. Aren't they doing that?
Yeah, they want to make it like Species 2, but without the species, where, you know, the friggin' aliens on the friggin' ship, it comes to Earth with John Jonah Jameson or whatever, and without Spider-Man at all or something. It's just...
But how can you have Venom without Spider-Man?
Exactly. I don't know.
Okay.
But they can make it really bad if they do.
Whatever.
All right, so Tom Hiddleston is not in the running for James Bond now? It keeps going back and forth. He's with Taylor Swift, I know that.
I guess it's up to her.
Yeah. To Taylor Swift, yeah.
I don't think Hiddleston's going to get the part. They're actually banding around the name of somebody named Aiden Turner now. That Connor and I actually happen to think that would be a good casting choice.
Yeah.
Aiden Turner, yeah.
Aiden Turner, what was he in?
Irish actor. I'm not sure. We were talking about it all here, the guys and I, earlier. Louie and Connor and Jack and I were talking about that. They mentioned some TV show he was in. Where
He's
he
in
played
Being Human. He's a
Was he in?
vampire. In Being Human as a vampire.
Oh, Being Human. Okay.
Yeah, Being Human.
All right. But that's like
And
years
he's in
off,
Polder.
isn't it? Isn't it years off, though, before they do another James Bond? Like,
well, they're still not sure if Craig is actually going to be leaving for sure. He hasn't really given a definitive no to that.
I have a feeling he'll wind up doing it. But supposedly, if he does do it, Mark Strong is going to be the villain, because that's his kid's godfather, and they even talked about it, that he might play a villain. He plays villains in a lot of movies, and in was it The Kingsman? He's the guy that trains everybody. So.
Yeah, to me, Mark Strong's always like the baddie, like in so many films, that it's almost become like a cliche now. You see him being the bad guy. Like, how many times can you be the bad guy?
Right, he was the bad guy in Kick-Ass. He was the bad guy in Sherlock Holmes. The bad guy in Green Lantern. Well, not the bad guy in Green Lantern, but he was going to become the bad guy if there was a sequel.
We'll see,
Tom Hardy should be the next Bond.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy. No.
I agree.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy for the next Bond would be great.
He's
Yeah.
too well known. You need somebody like Craig, which Aiden Turner would be.
Roger Moore was well known. He was in the same before.
Yeah, I
he became
disagree with
Bond,
that
so.
statement, Mike.
That's true.
I think Tom Hardy would make a great Bond. Like,
Yeah,
he's just got
I
that
agree.
edginess to him.
If you've seen him in Legend, then definitely, I think. I mean, it's all opinion, to be honest. Like, we don't know who's going to be the next Bond.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope it's not. I
Should
mean, I
it be
just hope it's
somebody
not
in their,
Tom.
like, their 30s, maybe?
I like Tom Hardy. I think Hiddleston would be a mistake. I like Tom Hardy. I just don't think he would be a good choice for Bond, because I think that it's much like Doctor Who. A lot of people want to argue about, well, let's cast like a well-known actor to play Doctor Who, not somebody that's kind of not somebody that you would first want to cast or expect to cast based on their name recognition.
Sorry, what about Matt Smith for James Bond then, if you want someone you wouldn't expect?
Oh, my God.
His career's going down
I
the
saw him in
pan.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and he was horrible. Did you see that, Mikey?
Well, he was horrible in
Pride and
Doctor Who.
Prejudice and Zombies. He was awful.
He was
I'm not
awful in Doctor Who for the 3 years he was in that.
Yeah.
I saw River Run. He was horrible in that, too.
I was not a Smith fan during his run of Doctor Who, as Louie stated. He
I
was,
mean-
he was kind of poncy, prancing around all the time.
He's the worst Doctor after Colin Baker.
No, he is the worst Dr. Colin Baker.
Well, we
Even
got
Colin-
another
no,
movie,
sorry.
Patient Zero, that he's going to be in.
Yeah, 0 views it's gonna get.
That's another zombie movie that he's in. And he was in Terminator, but you didn't really see that much of him till like.
Yeah, he was in Sperminator Genitals.
Oh, stop it!
God.
So
You're gonna have to make this an 18+ chat.
no. So what about Idris Elba? He's too old, you think, or what?
He's too old.
I think the good.
I think Mike wouldn't like that. Mike wouldn't like.
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. Remember, he's quote too street.
Oh,
to be
yeah, remember that?
Bond. He's too
Yeah.
street. Yeah,
too
that's
black.
why. That's why.
He's too
Yo,
black.
So
We
they
can't
gave him the shaft. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Would you have a female James?
Who is man who would risk his neck? Yeah.
That's terrible.
What about Donald Trump?
Yeah.
No.
I'd
Trump-
watch that movie.
Trump would be Blofeld if anybody.
Hillary Clinton is the next
It
Doctor.
should be like
Well,
Game of
she should be the
Thrones.
next villain.
It should be like Game of Thrones, where you don't feed them for 7 days and you put both candidates in the cage. That'd be interesting. Who would eat the other? That was a great episode of Game of Thrones, by the way. That was like the best. Battle of the Bastards.
In seriousness, I think it would be good to get an actor sort of like Craig, where you can have somebody maybe on the younger side.
Yeah, like
and-
Tom
and-
Hardy. He's like great.
and groom them into the part. You know, to where they'll have like a good 5 or 6 film run, possibly, instead of getting like that's the problem. Your initial question about Idris Elba. I don't know how long a run he could have. I mean, I'm not saying I think he would be a great Bond, but I mean, how many films could he possibly
What
do?
if he? All right, but what if he did at least 2?
I don't know, because that was a stigma attached to Dalton, remember? Was
Yeah, I
he only
know.
did 2 films, so people kind of crap on him over that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't mind seeing Idris Elba's Bond, but I just don't think that. Yeah, he's too old, and not only that, but it's like not really true to the character as well. Like, because the character is always sort of being like a white character, so it wouldn't really make much sense if you casted yourself. It's not like a racist
You
thing.
can't cast him too young either. He can't
Yeah.
be like in his early 20s either.
How
He's gotta
about someone like in their 30s?
Dean Maggie Smith.
No, like someone in their 30s, like
Well, what about the
Daniel
guy from Prime?
Radcliffe.
What about the guy from Primeval? The
what
guy
one?
Steven.
What James? Yeah, Stephen Hart. Yeah, James. What's his name in real life?
No, I mean Stephen Hart. What if he played like James Bond? No.
You should get a picture of him, Joe.
You have it on your thing there on Anomaly Hunter.
I'll try. If you click on my thing, so everyone can see.
I'll just put right there. It's like right there, the little guy right there.
Jackie, if you but Joe, if you get a big picture, so you could show the guys, like, and then we can all have an
All right.
opinion on it.
I mean, I think he's a pretty good actor.
Put
Louie got me
Stephen
too.
Hart in Google Images, and you'll get a picture.
All right.
Daniel Radcliffe is the next Bond.
No
While
way.
you're screen sharing, pull up Aiden Turner. He's more of like a brooding sort
Anal
of...
Turner. Who's Anal Turner?
Oh, yeah.
He's on another cast.
Anal Boner.
Oh, God.
All right. Hold on.
Hey, Mike.
Leaves ahead 15 million.
I know.
Is it?
I see that now.
Yep. But
Alright.
they've gone mad.
I know they have.
What do you mean they got mad?
They're going mad. Scotland's like, this is not fair.
Scotland can go away.
All right. Ready?
Everyone's
Here we go.
saying, God help our country.
I hear some hate.
Who's that guy?
Steven, that's the guy from Primeval that Louie got me into that show. So
He looks like David Tennant.
no, but
He looks nothing like
like a
David
James
Tennant.
Bond. You don't think?
No.
He's
No.
too much a pretty boy.
No.
Get somebody on there that's got a little bit of an edge to them. Like Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Now pull up Aiden Turner, compare the two of those. Turner looks like he could be a Bond. He's got like a brooding sort of edgy.
Alright.
Once that they brought Sean Connery back.
That would be great. I've been a fan of that for a while now. I mean, I'd like to see an 85-year-old Connery playing Bond again.
He's not doing well though.
Never, 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 never say never again.
Well,
I think considering his health issues, you'd be a bit of an idiot to expect that, but yeah.
How about Mike D as the next
You
one?
Is that the guy?
that's
Yeah.
too much hate. It's too much hate for
Mike.
one Bond film.
That's him, yeah.
No, but what about Mike D as Bond?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It'd be too much hate for one Bond film.
No, but you get all the dicks.
Yeah, well, with the head shave now, I'd be more like Blofeld.
What about? All right, so you think this guy
You
would
just-
make a good Bond? Honestly,
you ju-
honestly.
You just got to give me some white pussy to stroke like Blofeld.
Honestly,
I'm sure that
this
can be
guy,
done.
this guy, you think would be Bond?
No, I don't
Yeah,
think he's Bond.
scroll down a little
He
bit.
looks too he looked too pretty boy again.
Oh, I thought you were about to say he looks too British. I was going to say that's kind of the point, right? There's a picture of him like in a tuxedo where he looks like a younger Connery, although the hair is a bit foppish there.
You know, Henry Cavill was supposed to originally be Bond.
Yeah.
God, could you imagine that?
Well, I mean,
Superman.
look at Daniel Craig before they actually got him in shape and everything for Casino Royale. I mean, you know, they got to groom the person a little bit for the role.
Right. Yeah, but I think it's at least 5 years off, right?
That far?
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna accept the role. I bet. I bet Daniel Craig is gonna do one more.
I hope so.
I think so.
Well, I know Aiden Turner, the bookie shut down the betting because Turner was pulling ahead of all the contenders.
Right. How many contenders are there about right now?
Who knows?
I know should be the next Bond.
Well, they were talking about like Fassbender, Tom Hardy, Henry Cavill, and then you had like the second tier unknowns, like this Turner guy.
Obama should be the next Bond.
Here's Tom Hardy. I could see him as Bond. I could see him as Bond.
Yeah.
You don't think so, right, Mikey?
There you go. There's your next Bond right there. Jason Statham.
Well,
No,
Yeah,
not
I
Jason
like
Statham, no.
He's too street.
He's doing Spy 2 with Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, great.
Oh.
That's perfect.
God.
So
Not only that, but would you want a bald James Bond?
Well, you had one with Connery. He wore a hairpiece through most of those films.
Yeah. Well, at least he wore a hairpiece.
what about the guy from Game of Thrones?
Which one? Tyrion Lannister?
No.
Well, we could have the first midget James Bond. That'd be great. Peter Dinklage. That'd be great.
Oh no, I got
They could
it.
have, could you mean to tell me you can't imagine seeing Peter Dinklage walk out during the opening gun barrel sequence and turn around and shoot at the camera? That'd be fantastic.
Will Ferrell is the next Bond.
Will Ferrell. Oh, come on. Now you're just being silly.
Make it up,
Peter
no
Dink.
music,
Are you kidding
no
me, Peter Dinklage?
Hold on. Kit Harington, you don't think would be a good Bond?
Too pretty, boy.
Yeah,
Who's
agreed.
there?
Well, he'd look like a girl then. Just
He looks
without
like
hair.
Pierce Brosnan.
What
He
about
looks like Pierce Brosnan.
what about him?
Well, if you're going
That's,
to cast him, you might
That's
as
what's
well.
the name? That's John Louis Coleman's boyfriend. No?
No.
James Bond? All right. Gotta be somebody. I mean, I don't know who else. I don't really know actors that could.
Well, a lot of people weren't aware of Daniel Craig before they actually announced him. It was like, oh yeah, I think I saw him in Road to Perdition. That was like the only movie Americans knew him from.
He was in Layer Cake.
Yeah, which I love. That was a great film, but I mean, most Americans have no clue about that movie at all, even now.
I liked him in Invasion. That was, but I think he was already Bond, wasn't he? No.
Yeah, he was doing Quantum of Solace. It was around that period.
He was with Christopher Eccleston years ago in Our Friends in the North.
In the Nove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good.
So-
He was good in the Trench.
What about? I know, Jack, you're not happy that the horror guy is doing Death Wish. He's directing it, right?
Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis as. Oh my God. No. I don't think so.
Charles Bronson owned that
fantastic.
role.
Yeah.
Well, look at you. See what's going on lately? The Rock's gonna be playing like everybody. There's a list like he cannot take another role to 2021, and now they want him to be the Wolfman in the Universal's remake of the Wolfman, basically.
They're doing that again?
Yeah,
They just did one, like, what, 4?
but they have the cinematic universe now. They have the Universal Monsters cinematic universe, and in the Mummy it's gonna be Tom Cruise and Who was in the Mummy? Tom Cruise and who? You remember, Chris?
No, I saw Tom Cruise and I was like, I'm out.
Yeah, I know, but there's somebody supposed to play Dr. Jekyll. They got Dr. Jekyll in the Mummy. That's
Is it
gonna
like
be weird.
Dr. Jekyll's gonna be like the guy? He's gonna be like the Nick Fury, like he's gonna bring all these things together, which I think is hilarious because I could just see him like walking, like going into the Black Lagoon and
Right.
being like, "We want you for our monster universe." And,
Oh, that's stupid.
Hey, Joe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, apparently they're remaking The Godfather of Johnny Depp.
Holy
That
shit.
was a April Fool's joke from like 3 or 4 years ago, basically. But they're remaking Scarface with Leo DiCaprio.
Oh, God.
That is true.
There you go. He could be your next Bond.
And they are doing a Irish mob movie with Scorsese and De Niro.
Oh, yeah, it's Al Pacino.
I did read that Christopher Nolan could be a possible director coming up for the Bond films. And then they had a female director whose name was unfamiliar to me that was announced as a possibility as
I
well.
remember hearing the female. I forgot what her name is, too.
Yeah, I read it and I was like, I've never heard of her.
I just hope that, like, I want them to take time doing it. I don't want them to just, I think you should just hold out for Daniel Craig and then deal with it afterwards.
Well, are you a Bond fan?
Me?
Yeah.
Not as much as you are, but yeah.
Well, no, I mean it's not a pissing contest. I
Right,
wasn't sure if you like Bond.
Basically, I've seen every movie in the theaters since I was like 5, I guess, with my dad. The only thing I didn't see in the theaters was the Craig movies. I saw them on TV, whatever. But I didn't see the last. I didn't see Spectre, believe it or not, and I didn't see Spectre. So, but basically, I saw For Your Eyes Only. I saw Octopussy. I saw most of Roger. I saw Roger Moore movies, and then I saw So where did Louie go?
Hey, sorry, I had a phone call from my dad.
We had to
about
talk
the-
about that. Remember I said I didn't like Timothy Dalton's Bond?
Yeah, I do remember.
I had a problem with him going against and losing his license to kill and just going rogue and stuff like that. I don't like that. Remember?
Yeah.
So, of course, I saw Never Say Never Again in the theater with my dad. You got some. I don't know what that is.
Well, speaking of Bond, we just got back from the Bahamas a couple of weeks back and visited some Bond film locations: Casino Royale, Thunderball.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm trying to think if there was another. Oh, and License to Kill. We went to the Hemingway House in Key West. It was one of the stops on the way down there. But yeah, we had a private driver drive us around in Nassau and take us to the Bond-specific film locations while we were there.
Did it cost you money to do that, or just?
Well, I mean, to hire the private driver, yeah. But I mean, like, as far as going to the locations, I took some pictures of the shark pool home that was used in Thunderball, that the main villain, Largo, his main mansion that was seen pretty prominently in the middle of Thunderball. And I went to the one and only Ocean Club that was seen in Casino Royale when Bond shows up at that one club and wins the Aston Martin and seduces, I forget the character's name, but whoever the henchman guy is, his girlfriend there. So it's pretty neat. It's actually cool standing there and seeing where they shot all the different scenes.
You had a lot of luck with going towards like location. I mean, you did the Close Encounters, right?
Yeah.
And what was the other ones you went to? You had the guy that made the guy
Truman
that made
Show, Friday the 13th. We usually go like to the Caribbean like once a year and go to different film locations, and I end up like, because they shoot so many Bond films down there, like Dr. No was shot in the Bahamas when we went last year.
Okay.
An area there, Ocho Rios, where they had the waterfalls and out on the beach there and stuff, and Golden Eyes there, where Ian Fleming wrote all the Bond novels back in the 50s and 60s. So,
what's up with this movement that they want a female Bond?
I think that's stupid.
When did that start? Like a couple of weeks now?
Daniel Craig said that.
Oh, did he really? Who said that? No, he didn't. He said that?
No, he did. Yeah, he did in an interview.
Sake.
Well, if they want a female James Bond, just create a different character.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as it is with Indiana Jones, he's going to be Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, but you got to make a decision. Are you going to reboot it? Because you can't really, and they're not going to kill him off. Or are you going to have his students, like one of them, take up the mantle or something? Because
I actually heard an interesting rumor about that today. It came out of Collider when they were doing their news thing today. There's a rumor that there's going to be like some flashback sequences in the next Indiana Jones film, and the flashback sequences are obviously going to show Indy younger, and whoever they cast in these flashback sequences is going to take it from there.
I see.
God. I bet it's going to be Chris.
So they're grooming the next Indiana Jones in the Indiana Jones that they do.
Yeah.
Sort of like they tried to do in, was it Last Crusade in the beginning? It was like the young...
Yeah. So it's sort of something like that.
Yeah.
Except it would be Indy, obviously, instead of in the 50s like it was in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I guess it would be in like the 30s or 40s, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And other films would just take place before some of the, which I don't really see how you can do that. I mean, that means you'd predate Raiders of the Lost Ark, which would be kind of meh, unless they do it after, like just after Raiders and something. I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind it as long as they do it right, but I don't want them to do a movie that would turn up like Steve Martin in the Pink Panther.
Well, that
Oh, God.
I mean, Peter Sellers, he should have left it alone, after he died, and they shouldn't even put that movie out where he died, where they patched stuff up together. Was it the Trial of Pink Panther?
Oh, God.
And then they tried Trail of Pink Panther, and then they tried to have a cop from the city was a son or something. Then they tried
Curse of Pink Panther. Yeah,
and then they tried another son from and Bendini, whatever his name was, Roberto
Benigni.
Benigni, yeah, and that didn't work. Panini, whatever, and that didn't work, and then whatever, and then it was a totally different dynamic with Steve Martin. I would have preferred for them to get Mike Myers or something at least, or something, but that.
I am really sorry for leaving. Yeah, I just want to apologise for leaving. I just had a phone call from my dad, so I had to take it.
No problem.
Lisa.
So I apologise. Just about the EU.
No problem. Yeah, so Pink Panther, unfortunately, that's going to come back as an animated. We're not going to get that. So, whoever's got that TV, what do you got, Louie? I'm just going to mute you for a second, all right? Just can't have TV on there. All right, so anything else do we have, guys? Chris, is there anything?
Not that I've seen. Nothing noteworthy.
Is this anything news?
This is everything show. So McConaughey is supposed to return as True Detective. Return to True Detective. You guys are
Did that get canceled?
No. Well, actually, this article here says they may come back.
Because I'm pretty sure the second season or something got canceled.
But they might bring it back. This is from Dark Horizons.
There's some news that Finding Dory broke the box office for best opening for an animated film. And it's estimated to break the $1 billion.
It made $195 million domestically. Worldwide, it's at 246. I don't think that's broke any records because Zootopia did over $1 billion. So
yeah, but that's overall. I'm saying for the opening.
Oh, the opening was like 140 or 136 point whatever. Yeah.
Finding Dory's been confirmed to break. It broke the animated movie opening night.
Yeah.
But I'm saying once it comes out worldwide, because it's not in England yet, it's not in Europe.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not out in here yet. So when
Independence Day is out this week. Anybody go see that? The second one.
Well, yeah, and that's quite ironic now because we've got our own Independence Day, so
there you go.
I'll probably go check that out.
You want to know what's funny about that too? Is that I think a bulk of the movie takes place in London.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
So it's going to be so weird having an Independence Day. Like Do you guys like having your Independence Days?
I love Independence
Hell
Day.
yeah.
Love
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't wait to experience that.
Yeah, I
that's,
can't wait to watch I can't wait to watch Independent Resurgence. Very ironic now that we have Independence
It's
as
nice and
well.
relaxing, you know.
What's your guys? Because it's the Everything Show. What's your opinion on us having an Independence Day and leaving the EU?
If that's what you want, if that's what's going to make the betterment of your country, I mean, that's, you know, I'm all for it.
Because Donald Trump said if he becomes president, which looks likely, that he'll help us out because he wanted us to leave the EU as well.
Well, that's good. I mean, then vote. Well, you can't vote for not here. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's cool. I mean, if you guys are happy, that's great. That's what you want.
It's freedom from corrupt.
Yeah, because Brussels were dictating our laws, and they gave us unlimited immigration. Like, there were going to be 10 million people coming over here in the next 20 years. It's ridiculous.
I'm surprised you guys are not doing a podcast on it, Louie.
My laptop's broken.
I would think that would be a time to do a podcast, honestly.
I would, but my laptop's broken.
You can't do it, Jack, tomorrow or whatever?
Oh yeah, I can do it. I can set up.
I mean, I would think that's a big deal, actually.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big EU celebration because it's still coming in. They have to confirm it, but it's a given. Like,
well, I'm very happy for you
unless
guys,
our Prime Minister
When's Cameron coming out of Downing Street?
in like 20 minutes.
About 6 o'clock, yeah.
But they could take it away from us and say no.
Why?
Scotland's putting that because basically, you know that the UK is made up of 4 countries, don't you? Like Wales, Northern Ireland.
Well,
England,
it's not
Scotland.
that. It's because a referendum isn't legally binding. So the
No, I'm just saying because like we've all voted, and Scotland voted to remain. They're complaining, saying that it's not fair for them to have to leave. But
who cares?
Because
honestly?
we're a united
their
kingdom,
referendum.
they don't really have a choice.
So in other words, all this could be for naught because like they could reverse it.
But if he does, it'll cause major riots. Like
Yeah, no,
really?
he can't do that.
he's not. He won't do it now.
He won't do it.
if he does it, like there'd be turmoil. Like
So there'll be riots everywhere where you guys are. It'll be craziness.
if
Yeah,
he
it will be- yeah, it
refuses,
will.
like he'll be assassinated. It'd be like JFK all over again.
Well, it wouldn't be a
but this time, no one will care.
There would be riots on the street.
were you guys able to vote? I mean, are you
Yeah, I voted to leave yesterday.
right? Connor, are you able to vote?
Yeah, I voted for leave as well.
Louie, were you? Or you didn't vote?
Well,
He's too
technically,
young to vote.
I've by a year, like literally a couple of months, and I could have voted, but I got someone to vote for me, so it's all cool.
Okay.
I voted for Trump.
Yeah.
I thought you liked Clinton.
Yeah, we're
KKK.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be doing a big Who crew talking about gun control and.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's all
Joe,
I
you should
saw
come
all
on.
over to the place on Twitter today. Talking all about it.
Joe, you should come on. We're also
Yeah.
thinking of doing a Who crew roasting. I don't know if you're familiar with comedy roasting, where we're gonna roast each other,
You're gonna roast each other.
Yeah.
Who crew style.
I can't really attend soon because I gotta. No. Actually, I'm going to the baseball game tomorrow. Then I got Joe's graduation. So
No,
next week, if you do something, maybe.
You could be host of the Who crew roasting. We won't roast you. You can
want
join
me
in
to-
on the roasting.
Oh, that would be interesting.
You're not going to be a hater and back out of it. All right.
Oh, if you want me to host the Who Crew?
Yeah, you're the master MC for the Who crew roast.
And you-
I got a feeling I'm going to be taking some hits on this.
you can say whatever you want about us, and we have to take it in goodwill and just.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't say anything.
You can say like "fuck you, hater Mike, you troll."
No.
God
Maybe you
damn.
should get somebody else to host.
No, you'd be the irony of you, it would be great because it just shows.
Maybe
that, like,
maybe you can get Gamity Original or something.
Well, we
Oh.
were gonna get somebody from the Whovians cast, but they're not in existence any longer, so we had to go to the next show.
Oh man. All right.
Indians, no.
I don't know. What happened.
Maybe we can get Chameleon to do it.
Maybe we could get.
Maybe. Can I give you an option next week, Monday? We'll talk about
What
it.
about a straight head Yuffie?
Yes. All right.
Oh my god.
On that note, good luck with the Hoop Crew. I might pop in next week if you still want me. We'll see. And it's been great having you, Mike D.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
And I guess we're doing the Bondcast next week. I don't know if Louie told you.
Yeah, I did let him know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're talking about, okay. Yeah, I gotcha. No, I'm sorry, I was contemplating, I was thinking about, I was wondering, like, do we have a Steam Turd update? How's he doing? He's at, like, a convention this weekend, right, or something?
He's at something, yeah. We'll talk about it. I'm sure we'll all get together somehow. So you're going to do gun control when? Monday?
Oh, there's no date set.
Oh, okay. All right, let me know when you're going to do it. If you do it next week, it's good.
Yeah, I might get shot between now and then, so I'm not
Actually,
sure.
Mike, that would help out our cast. We'd have some points. Try to get that to happen.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. It was really nice having you guys here. Really was. All right, so see you guys next time. Take care. Bye for now.